Now, if you haven't tried this, you need to hear me out, and you're gonna hate me at first, but you might love me when you experience all the benefits from this. Especially if we have an autoimmune condition where we know there's inflammation in the body. If you have not tried cold water exposure, you really might be missing out on a lot. It's not easy to start, it's not easy to get into, might not even be easy to get through while you're not used to it, but it's incredibly beneficial. You can either take a cold shower, do a cold bath with ice on your bathtub in cold water. That one's intense, but incredibly beneficial. Or just jump out in the ocean if you're close to the ocean. Any kind of cold water exposure. Cryotherapy is great. Some people say that it might not be the same because your head is not getting into it. Ben Greenfield talks a lot about that, and he's incredibly knowledgeable. Highly recommend that you check him out. But if you think about this, we have a lot of inflammation in our bodies, right? And we know that acute cold exposure, you don't want to be in the cold for an hour. It has to be short, quick. But not only will it decrease inflammation, but it will enhance and improve the function of your immune system, of every system, digestive system. If you think about what happens when you're really cold, right? All the blood, when you're really hot, the blood comes close to the surface so you can actually sweat some of that heat out, like sweat and release some of that heat so your body can stay cool. When you're very cold, all the blood will come from your extremities, will come into your core so they can keep your organs safe and warm and keep you alive. What can happen is, because we need so much healing in our digestive tract, right? If we have leaky gut and whatever else is going on down there, we need a lot of healing in our digestive system. When you take a cold shower or jump in the ocean or everything like that, because your blood will come into closer to your core, now every digestive organ will get a richer supply of blood, will get more blood, and that will carry some nutrients to those tissues. I learned this years ago from Paul Chek, and it does make a lot of sense, and I've seen the benefits in my own life. Of course, you need to kind of figure out where you're starting out. If you're very kind of like at the beginning of your healing journey, like you are under a lot of physical stress, your body's very weak, this will not be easy, and I don't know if I would recommend it for you if you're very, very weak. But even the concept in Chinese medicine, I think I read a while ago, that if you are very cold, if your body is very cold, when you put your body through a very short but very cold stressor, right? A really short, very cold shower, for example, your body will have to adapt, and it will kind of go to the other extreme. So now your thyroid will be forced to like turn on and work, and your adrenals, everything, to heat up, warm up your body and keep you warm and be able to kind of like deal with that stressor, right? So if you're too far that way, you might not want to do this because it might be too stressful for your body. But I also realize that if we, on this healing journey, of course you need to get the foods that you need and the sleep and everything, but if you're not putting your body through a little bit of stress, whether it be a very short high intensity workout, so your body has to adapt to that, some kind of breath work that your body will have to adapt to that and increase its capacity for whatever, or some kind of cold water exposure, even heat, we won't talk about that in this video, but cold water exposure, so that your body has to adapt to that. I believe these things will make our healing journey faster, more effective, more powerful. I highly encourage you to try this. You can start with just take your shower. When you're done with everything, go as cold as you can, and even 10 seconds. If you start with 10 seconds, that's fine. Dave Asprey recommends we have a lot of cold sensors, I guess, in our chest and our face. So if you can just get it aiming to your chest or your face, even 10 seconds the first day, 12 seconds the next day, 15 seconds the day after, 20 seconds, whatever you can handle is completely fine. You could also experiment with, what do you handle better? The front of your body or the back of your body? Sometimes the back is easier for me, sometimes the front is easier. Sometimes what feels incredible for me is doing it on my belly, like making sure that water is hitting my stomach where I feel like I have maybe some inflammation going on. It feels incredible. Incredible. It has benefits for every system in your body, every function, every organ, everything you can imagine. It has benefits. Trust me. Don't believe anything I say. Go on Mr. Google, Dr. Google, and just find out for yourself. It's incredible. I highly encourage you to try it out. And the reason why cryotherapy is also great, but Ben Greenfield, so Dave Asprey shared that thing that I told you about the chest and the face. Ben Greenfield talks about how you want your head to get that cold. Oh, and another great point. Ben Greenfield also mentioned a while ago that when there's no inflammation in the body, so no inflammation coming from the diet and lifestyle and that kind of thing, when there's lower inflammation or no inflammation, if you put your head under a very cold water source, whether it's jumping in the ocean or in the shower, it's incredible the benefits. I can't remember the specific benefits, unfortunately, but it's incredible the benefits that you get at the brain level. So I love doing that sometimes, making sure my head is under the freezing cold water. So like I said, you can do it. So we can't do coffee at first in Paleo AIP. Some people reintroduce coffee, but this can be your coffee in the morning. Trust me, if you take a cold shower in the morning, you won't need coffee. Trust me. I didn't sleep that great last night, kind of, but I took a cold shower this morning, so you might see it in my eyes that I don't feel that rested, but the cold shower felt incredible. Felt incredible. And it does give you energy, and trust me, you'll love it. People hate me when I recommend it to them, friends and clients and everyone, family, but they love the benefits when they start implementing it consistently. My clients love it. It's funny. Like, it's funny to watch the journey of like going from hating it so much to loving it so much. So those are some of the tips. I don't know what other tips I could give you, but yeah, just see what back or front, see what feels best. See if you can get your face, see if you can get your digestive system area. And figure out, like, for me, my shoulders is the area that I feel the cold the most. So if it's a colder day and I might not feel like doing it, I might avoid my shoulders, but I might do just the front, just the back, whatever you want to play around with. But trust me, it's incredible the benefits that you get. Oh, I'll throw another quick tip out there. You don't want to do it right after a workout, because the workout will trigger some inflammation, but it's actually beneficial inflammation that we need in order to rebuild the muscles, right? We need that trigger for everything else to happen so that we rebuild that muscle. So you might want to wait a half an hour, if you can, after a workout to actually take a cold shower or something like that. But I mean, sometimes I run to the ocean, swim, and run back. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and just wait half an hour after my run to go into the water. Like, don't be too strict about it. It's okay. But it's just something that Ben Greenfield, I think it was also, that talked about that. It makes a lot of sense. The response we get from exercise, we don't want to like blunt that right away. So you might want to let that happen, let that do its thing, and then go in the water. Or what you can do, I remember, I don't know if you know Eugene Sandow, I think one of the greatest, like one of the first bodybuilders or something like that. He was a very like a strongman kind of thing, strongman training and all that, very natural, very like holistic, because he was like so many years ago. He actually took a cold shower before working out, and I love doing that too. Cold shower before your workout, because your system will be, oh my god, yeah, you'll be so much more prepared for the workout. You get more out of your workout. You'll be able to go out a little harder on your workout if that's what you want, if that's what your body can handle at the time. But play around with it, really play around with it. I think you might fall in love with it. So let me know in the comments below if you've tried it, what you think about it, what's your experience been like. Please give it a thumbs up if that helped. So much more coming. Stay tuned. Have an amazing, amazing day.